Everybody's talking about side hustles. Hey guys, I'm Scott. Welcome to the channel. We're going to go through a whole bunch of different side hustles today, so let's get started. To make this video, I reviewed about a bajillion articles and lists so you don't have to. I put them in different categories and I'm going to go through those today. I'll make you a deal. If you gently tickle the like and subscribe buttons, then I will reveal or try to reveal which one side hustle is the best side hustle for you. Yes, you, the person watching this video right now. Do we have a deal? Okay, awesome. We have an understanding. You're obligated to stick around to the end and learn the truth. Throughout this video, I'm going to be counting down the most important things you can do to make your side hustle a success. So let's get started. Number 6. No matter what you decide to do, treat it like a business. Do your taxes, keep proper records, put your customers first, have honesty and integrity in everything that you're doing. Remember, you're building for the future. You're not just doing this one job today. You're doing this job today and this job tomorrow and next week and next year and for years to come. For example, let's say you're called in through one of these apps to wash dishes at a restaurant. You might think, I'm never going to see these people again, but you got to do everything as if it's going to lead to something in the future because you just never know where the next opportunity is going to come from. One of my favorite categories is writing. It's something I've done a lot of in my life, something I'm really comfortable with. Let's go through the writing related side hustles. You can start right now. Blogging, this is mentioned on all of the side hustle lists. If you have a passion, whether it's cooking, golf, travel, whatever it is, you can write your own blog entries. And if you get enough views, you can totally monetize that. You can even write blog entries for other websites while you're building your side hustle. Copywriting. Sounds generic, but it's actually a specific type of writing where you're writing ad copy for like direct mailers or when they've got those web pages where they want you to buy something and it's kind of a long scrolling list of stuff and then it costs $67 at the end. Copy editing and proofreading. Copy editing is where you make someone's writing better, and proofreading is where you find little mistakes and errors and clean all of those up. These are very specific types of writing. Not just anyone can go out and do these. Writing articles on medium.com. You can actually write articles, post them on Medium, and you'll be paid if they get views. General freelance writing, you can go on upwork.com or some of these other websites. Just put yourself out there to write whatever people might need for their businesses. How about writing or proofreading resumes? Writing e-newsletters for businesses. You could even take on the entire process of making their whole newsletter and sending them out every month. Writing ebooks. This is something I researched back in the day, so I know people are making money from this. You can do fiction, nonfiction. Anytime someone downloads your book, you're going to get a little payment. You could set up a little business proofreading and editing college admissions essays that high school seniors are writing. Number 5. Next tip. Charge as much as the market will bear. I got a great story on this. Back in the day, like over 20 years ago, I was a multimedia programmer and I was charging around $60 an hour. And then one day I was at some kind of a meeting. I was talking to different people. There was another guy doing the same thing that I was doing. And he said he was charging $90 an hour. Well, there's a huge difference between 60 and 90. And I thought, well, if he can charge 90 an hour, maybe I can charge 90 an hour. So lo and behold, the next project that came along, the guy asked for a bid and I said, well, my rate's $90 an hour. I went on to work for the same guy for years. I probably billed him thousands of hours. Sell stuff you already own. Games, clothes, shoes. There's a website called Poshmark where you can sell stuff. Use electronics, phones, tablets, laptops, books, of course, and the old standby, a garage sale. You can sell just about anything on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, Craigslist. Selling stuff you already own is not a long-term hustle, obviously. It's just a way to get cash right away if you don't have any right now. There's an entire category of renting out stuff that you own. Rent out a spare room on Airbnb. You can rent out stuff like tools, cameras, lenses, expensive sports equipment, other stuff people don't want to buy. This is crazy. You can even rent out your own garage or your driveway. You can rent out your parking space. If you got a bike and you're not using it, you can rent that out as well. Check out Spin Lister. Number 4. Next tip, always try to do something extra for your clients. Maybe you're renting out a room on Airbnb. Do something extra, put something in the room, give them a piece of chocolate on their bed, I don't know, a flower, whatever it might be, something extra that they're going to remember and they're going to give you a higher review, they're going to recommend you, they're going to come back. This is going to be easier with some businesses than with others, but just try to figure out something you can do every time. It's just a great habit to get into. Now let's talk about a bunch of side hustles that I categorize as pure labor. You don't need any specific skills, knowledge, or even experience to do these types of work. Cleaning houses, cleaning gutters, cleaning windows, pressure washing people's driveways and decks? How about cleaning people's garbage cans? There's actually a business in my local area that will come, take your garbage can, clean it, and give it back to you nice and spiffy. Putting up Christmas lights, painting curb addresses, helping people move. Bia Heza did videos on these last three, so go check out his YouTube channel if you haven't already. A lot of people are familiar with TaskRabbit. People pay you to go over their house and do chores, run errands, or basically whatever they want you to do. Yard work. How about assembling the furniture you buy at IKEA? It comes in those big flat boxes. It's a pain in the butt to assemble. Somebody could pay you to come over and assemble it for them. There's a couple cool apps if you want to do restaurant and hospitality work. There's Paired, which is an app for food and beverage workers, and Instawork, which specializes in events, food, warehouses, and stuff like that. With these apps, you can make somewhere up to around $20 an hour. Now let's talk about specialized labor. If you know a specific skill, you can create a side hustle based on that. Cutting hair, handyman services, and don't tell me that's not specialized labor. We had a guy who used to come out to the house and do handyman work. His name was Larry, and we'd have a door that would be sort of crooked or it wasn't closing right. And you'd be like, hey, can you do something with this door? You'd walk away, you'd come back 2 minutes later, and the door's perfect. And you'd be like, Larry, what'd you do with this door? And I don't know, put a shim or shot a screw, or, he just had all these tricks. The guy was a magician. Kitchen cabinet refinishing. Things are so expensive nowadays. People don't want to get their whole kitchen redone. You can come in, refinish their cabinets, and make a tidy profit. Car and motorcycle repair. Mobile oil changes. Go around to people's houses, change their oil, get them on a schedule. You could have a whole business based on that idea. Painting houses, like being a handyman, this is specialized labor. You can't just walk up to somebody's house and start splashing some paint on there. You need to know what you're doing. There's a lot of prep work involved. Do you like doing makeup? You could do makeup for weddings, photo shoots, and other events. Are you good at talking and you have a good voice? You could do voiceover work.
In a world where the zombie apocalypse has destroyed everything.
Do you like to take photos? You can sell stock photos and videos to a whole bunch of places online. If you like shooting video, you could do weddings, corporate events, and other projects. Number 3, be professional, get back to people. This sounds super obvious, but we've had so many people come out to the house to give us bids or do some work. They go away, you call them, you text them, you email them, and you just never hear back. So I would never hire that person. Text, phone, email, get back to them quickly, professionally. It's gonna pay off in the future. Caring for people and animals. Walking dogs. It's recommended on all these side hustle lists. Of course, you can also walk cats and ferrets, even hamsters, but you're probably not going to make quite as much money. Pet sitting, pet feeding, pet grooming, house sitting, babysitting, childcare. You can even start a daycare center or preschool in your house like some people across the street from us do. Caring for adults and seniors who need your help. Here's a cool one. Did you know you can rent yourself out as a friend to somebody who needs one? There's websites like rentafriend.com and rentalocalfriend.com. Pretty cool. How about cuddling for around $80 an hour? You can go to websites like cuddlecomfort.com, cuddlelist.com, and offer your services as a professional cuddler. The next category I'm just going to call teaching. There's a whole bunch of things in this category that came up all the time in my research. Tutoring, this one came up very commonly in my research, and of course, if you're good at something, you can just tutor somebody remotely. Becoming a tutor for the SATs or the ACTs. Teaching English to people who don't know English, or teaching another language to people who know English and maybe you know 2 languages. Creating an online course is a great side hustle if you have a skill or some specialized knowledge that people are going to want to pay to learn from you. There's various websites to help you do this. Teachable and Skillshare are a couple of the most popular. Becoming a life coach or a mentor. You don't actually need any certification to call yourself a life coach. But it's definitely one of those things where you need to get educated and have enough training so you can really help people. If you're athletic and knowledgeable about working out, you can definitely become a personal trainer, and that can all be done remotely these days. If you can play guitar, piano, or any other instrument, you can give music lessons. If you're good with people and familiar with your local area and the history, you can become a tour guide. Use Airbnb experiences or TripAdvisor to drive people to your side hustle. Answer questions online. There's literally websites like Quora and other ones where you can go and find questions and answer them if you know the answers and make money. You could teach dance or cheerleading. Come to think of it, you can teach people anything. Anything you're good at and knowledgeable about, you can teach. Number 2, build your reputation. This is super important. Whether it's eBay or Etsy, Angie's List, or any other website, your reputation is everything. When people go and look at those reviews, they want to see 5-star and 4-star reviews for you all the way. How do you build your reputation? By being professional, by getting back to people, by being honest. And here's an amazing tip. Clients can actually end up liking you more after you've made a mistake. You just have to admit the mistake and be honest. In my businesses, we made mistakes. My employees made mistakes. You just have to reach out to the client and say, look, we made a mistake. This is what happened. This is what we're going to do to fix it. And this is why it's never going to happen in the future. But you'll find that they're incredibly forgiving and they actually start to like you more after you've been honest about your mistake and come forward with it. If you have a car, there's a bunch of things you can do. First, you can become a delivery driver. In some cases, you'll be doing grocery shopping, and others you'll be delivering restaurant food to people's houses. There's many apps to help with this. You've got DoorDash, Postmates, Grubhub, Uber Eats, Instacart, Shipt, to name a few. There's also Amazon Flex, which is quite different because you're picking up packages at an Amazon warehouse, putting them in your car, delivering them to people's houses. Of course, everybody knows about ride sharing with Uber and Lyft, but there's also a company called Vugo. They put small televisions on the back of the headrest in your car. They show advertisements and other things to passengers, and you can make an extra like $300 a month doing the stuff with Vugo. And speaking of Vugo, there's other ways to advertise on your car as well. Some of the most popular include Carvertise, Rapify, Free Car Media, Referral Car, Sticker Ride. You can look for these online. With these services, you can make anywhere from $264 to like $1,500 per campaign. So that's pretty cool. They're going to put a advertisement wrapped around your car. They're going to put an ad on the top of your car. Another cool idea is literally renting out your car on Turo. You can make anywhere from $25 to $50 a day, or a lot more depending on what kind of car you have. Finally, I'm going to throw mobile car detailing into this category, since you definitely need a car to run any kind of mobile side hustle. Tip number 1. Repeat customers are everything. We're treating this like a business, so every customer builds, and we want to have as many as we can. We want them to be as happy as they can. It doesn't matter if you're running a drop shipping store, writing resumes, being a handyman, cutting hair. You want those customers coming back time and time again. So you got to keep them happy. There were so many times in my business where one of my employees would come and say, this customer wants this, they want that, they want a refund, they want some special treatment. 99% of the time, I just said, yes, absolutely. Whatever they want, give it to them. Because I knew that I had to build those long-term customers over time. Each of those customers was so much more important than the little bit of time or effort or money that it took to do whatever the special thing was that they wanted. This next category I call outside the box. Be an extra in a movie or TV show. Flipping stuff. Retail arbitrage. Buy stuff cheap at Walmart and other stores and then sell it on Amazon, eBay, or whatever. How about becoming a social media manager for businesses? There are a lot of small businesses that need somebody to run their social media, and if that's a skill that you have, they're definitely going to pay you for that. How about running Facebook ads for businesses? This requires specialized knowledge, but think of all the businesses that could benefit from running Facebook ads who aren't doing it today. Becoming a bookkeeper. I don't know why, but this is on like all of the side hustle lists, so I thought I'd throw it out there. User testing. This is one I'd be good at. I did a ton of testing on my old businesses. I was always testing things. There's various places you can do this on, like usertesting.com, userlytics.com, Enroll, Testing Time, Validately, Try My UI. You're going to test their app or their website. It's a great way to make like $10 per test. Takes maybe 15, 20 minutes. Making Instagram theme pages and building them up and getting ads on them or even reselling them. Becoming a virtual assistant. Shopify dropshipping. This is always mentioned as a side hustle. It could be a good way to make some money, but I don't think it's as easy as people say it is. Become a notary public. Graphic design. Do you have an eye for interior design and decoration? You could stage houses for real estate agents. All right, you stuck around to the end to hear what the perfect side hustle is for you. Or maybe you were just curious what I was going to say since I'm talking to potentially thousands of different people. Well, the truth is, yeah, I can't really tell you what the perfect side hustle is for you. Oh! Unfortunately, there's no way someone on YouTube can just say this is the side hustle. You've got to find the perfect thing for you based on your passions, your desires, your interests, your goals, your skills, and where you want to be in the future. Do research on specific side hustles, Google them, go on YouTube. People like Bia Heza have made cool videos doing a lot of these different side hustles, telling you how much money they made, so you can see what they did, see if it worked, maybe try it out for yourself. Thank you for watching this video. If you want, you can gently tickle the like button. Don't destroy it, don't smash it, don't kill it, crush it, blow it up, explode it, do anything like that. Just gently tickle it, it's fine, it's very sensitive. If you want, you can subscribe. I would really like to hear a comment, so whatever your feelings are on this video, was it helpful? Was it just a bunch of crap? Thank you for putting your comment down below, and I'll see you next time.